And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both. Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on... Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin. If you'll allow a DC...
Great stuff as always, DA. Thank you. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. That's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2. And for Houston, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the 3. The kick out to Westbrook. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Now, here's Tucker. 2 points. That one goes.
And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
KD passes to Allen. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Irving against Westbrook. Great D that time from Irving.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Here's Westbrook. After the basket by Brooklyn. Tucker can't get it to go.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it. And Jared Allen, the big man out of Texas, a big part of his impact is how well he moves as a center. Very long and covers a ton of ground on both ends.
Now Harden after the missed 3 from KD.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Getting to the rim and dunking it down, that's the aggressive side of Durant.
And with Allen, the amount of floor he can cover with a few steps is staggering.
And Kevin, it lets him take away chances and opportunities on D. On the other end, one step to the hoop and he's completely relocated as a target. One of the best moving bigs in our league.
And stolen by Irving. And here again, the Nets in transition. Up the court they go.
Great anticipation, quick hands. Who's saying Irving can't play defense?
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Rockets. It's a 10-point game. Westbrook drives in, and it's sent back by Allen.
Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit dubious.
The Rockets have gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. Westbrook against Dinwiddie, and finished off by Westbrook.
It's constant pressure that Westbrook puts on the defense. He never stops coming right at you.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Jeff Green is checked in for P.J. Tucker. Tamari Carroll comes in for Robert Covington. McLemore's checked in for Daniel House. And Gordon subbed in for James Harden. Here's Llewellyn. Lobbed up there for Allen. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Rivers, he's checked in for Houston. How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Now here's Rivers. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And Rivers works hard when he's in the game. That's what you love about him. He's at his best when he's shooting the ball with confidence.
Good on the second free throw. Nets leading by 6. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Harris looking it over. Shoots from the line. He can't get it to go. The Rockets go the other way with it. On the wing, Gordon, guarded by Prince. Rivers passes to Green. Rivers gets a wide open look. Allen with the rebound. The Nets have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ball game. Inside. And there's Jordan. That's good on the assist by Prince.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Gordon against Harris. A rebound by the Nets.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
No, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
The Nets making a switch here. Irving's checked in. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Rivers kicks to Carroll. Rivers against Irving. 9 feet out. Rivers dishes to Green. 6 on the shot clock. Now here's McLemore. He's guarded closely. Prince outside. Pops it up for Jordan. It doesn't go for him. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. Right back after this break. Naturally a ball-dominant player, James Harden talked to us about others.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal, of course.
Giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps him preserve some energy for those big moments in the big games.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Setting the floor for the Nets. Inside, we got Prince and Jordan. Irving is out there with Luwawu, and it's Harris in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Gordon, following the miss by DeAndre Jordan. Gordon, the pass to Green. Yep, that one goes. So it's Brooklyn now. Right side, Irving. It's stolen by Green. Feeds to Gordon. Oh, here we go with Gordon. Nobody back.
Smooth gliding down the floor. Gordon has real nice finishing ability on the break.
Pops it up for Jordan.
Oh, you have to appreciate the ball moving and the commitment to getting a high percentage look.
Rockets trail by 6. And it's Carroll in the corner. Irving against Rivers. And he lobs it up toward the rim. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. The Rockets last season traded Clint Capella for Robert Covington. The front office felt it was a move they had to make to go from good to great. And, of course, they certainly gave up size, but with Westbrook and Harden in the lineup, they needed more shooting, with open driving lanes to be at their best. And Covington provides that, along with great perimeter defense. Guys?
A team that's no stranger to bold moves. Thanks, David. Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. Then for the Nets, Kevin Durant's checked in for Prince. Caris LeVert comes in for Harris. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Luwawu. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season.
Oh,
I was
goodness.
Championship night, I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Well, I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, yeah. Got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face. Yeah.
Ouch!
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Lobs it up for Jordan. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And any lob to Jordan is about as sure a thing as you can get. So athletic for a big with tremendous hands, and big fella knows how to get in prime position for those alley-oop feeds.
Harden can't hit. Nets leading by 8. Here's KD. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got his 4th assist in this one. The Rockets have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Now, not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
Pass to LeVert to the paint. Outside Durant. But they get it back. Westbrook pulls it in. And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Houston Rockets, trailing by 10. Houston moving the ball around. Down low. And Tucker kicks to House. Harden outside. Clock is at 3. And he makes that one.
The bearded one's mid-range jump shot, money. I mean, he has a great feel for when to shoot from there.
Irving dishes to Durant. Back to Irving, and out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. And the Rockets making a change here. Gordon's checked in. Jared Allen's checked in for the Nets. Rockets trail by 8. Here's Westbrook, and Westbrook throws it down hard.
And that's just the competitive spirit of Westbrook. He's always eager to make a statement at the rim.
Dinwiddie against Harden. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Back to Durant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Jordan. And it's James Harden with the rebound. And it's Houston on the break. Tucker the pass to Covington. Stolen by Durant. With 1 on the clock. No good on that one. And so it's DeAndre Jordan making things happen. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. It was a fast pace for Brooklyn at the outset. Near flawless execution from both the defensive and offensive areas of their game. Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Russell Westbrook really making a difference here.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. PJ Tucker is out there with Robert Covington, and it's House in at the small forward. That's the 5 for Houston right now. And Katie, here we go. Shot clock at 6, and it's Allen with the jam.
Mr. Everything. Durant can score it, pass it, do what you want to do. He can defend at a high level. So fun watching him play.
Here's Tucker, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
I mean, come on. Harden is ridiculously clever, including how he decides to posterize you. A superb act.
Allen. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. KD's shot is off. It's trailed by 4. To the middle, here's House. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And the foul on Harden. That is his first foul of the game. Houston with a big group substitution here. Jeff Green is checked in for P.J. Tucker. Tamari Carroll comes in for Robert Covington. McLemore's checked in for Daniel House. And it's Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. And then for Brooklyn, Taurean Prince. He's checked in for Caris LeVert. And Harris subbed in for Dinwiddie. Stolen by Rivers. Here's Harden for the tie, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Oh, he doesn't take his foot off the gas. I mean, Harden attacks the D, either finishes or gets the foul.
And see, Webb, the strength and conditioning of James Harden, something I'm not certain everybody has an appreciation for.
Yeah, and to your point, back in high school, despite leading Artesia to back-to-back state championships, Harden dealt with asthma and was frankly out of shape. Over the years, dedication to diet and training, that enabled him to reach new heights.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Harden scanning the floor. To the inside. It's stolen by Allen. Harris finds Irving. Count the basket and the foul. It's going to be on James Harden.
They're on target from the start of the half. I mean, they're moving well. They're getting some good shots. That makes them 3 for 4 from the field since halftime.
The Nets shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
Gordon's checked in for Houston. And the Nets also making a change. Jordan's checked in. It's Carroll on the wing. Trying to find Green. He's got it now. Outside Gordon. Deep 2 from Carroll. And that one hits back iron.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
On the wing, Gordon. Back to Rivers. On the pass to Green. To halt the run. Rebound, Brooklyn. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Prince. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it. Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report. McLemore with the ball, picked up by Harris. Carroll kicks to Rivers. And Jordan sends it back.
And the one thing we know about DeAndre, he's a presence at both ends of the floor. He protects the rim on D just as much as he punishes it at the offensive end.
And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Rockets. 11-point game. Carroll passes to Green. And there it is for him.
And with that one, he halts an 11-0 run by Brooklyn.
Gordon against Irving. Dishes it to Harris. Here's Allen. He can't get that one. Great D that time from Green.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And it's Gordon missing. Brooklyn leading by 9. Passes it to Irving. And the layup's good off the glass. Irving's got 7.
Almost impossible to stop on the drive at times. I mean, Irving's penetrating ability, just remarkable.
Pass to Carroll. In the corner, it's McLemore. Gordon outside. No good on the last second attempt there. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. It's the Nets, up 11. We'll be back shortly, live from Houston, Texas. And 1/4 to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. No doubt, Greg, you were known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then it's Joe Harris. Then there's Caris LeVert. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 1 spot. And the Rockets making a change here. Harden's checked in.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And when he's out in the open floor and has a head of steam, there really isn't any way you can slow him down.
Westbrook passes to Harden. And some nice passing there by Houston. House dishes to Tucker. Outside Westbrook. Pass to Covington. Just 5 on the clock. It's Westbrook with the... Wow! Hammering it in!
Now he uses his finesse to get flashy. I mean, Westbrook is an elite above-the-rim finisher.
Now the pass to Allen. Out to Harris. Dinwiddie outside. Passes it to Durant. 3-pointer. Here's Allen. Back to Dinwiddie. Takes a 3. And no good that time. And the Rockets take it the other way.
He's got to be disappointed with his performance, but it'll be easier to swallow if they keep the lead.
Brooklyn leading by 13. Here's Allen. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
Man, how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Here is House. Houston needs to get a shot up. And Tucker kicks to Harden. Over Harris. Harden can't hit.
Knowing the kind of competitor he is, I know he's upset with his performance and with the score.
And it's in there. KD's got 6 in the quarter.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
It's Covington on the wing. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. Inside. Tucker, the pass to Covington. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Irving's checked in for Joe Harris. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile 1 block?
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
Dinwiddie outside. KD on the wing. Defended by Covington. Allen passes to Irving. And he converts the layup. And the Nets lead by 19.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And it's not about running up the score. It's about closing the door on any kind of comeback.
1:36 left to play here in the 4th. 5 on the clock. Brooklyn with the rebound.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Nets.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Allen.
He was the alpha dog out there tonight. Totally in charge of this game. No matter what the situation was, he was the one to dictate the action.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. Pass to Cephalosha. Rivers kicks to McLemore. Back to Rivers. 51 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now, here's Mbamute. D right on him. Rivers passes to Mbamute. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And here are the Nets. They're on a 10-2 run here. 34 seconds left in the fourth. They get it back. Pass to Temple. Johnson outside. Here's Temple, covered by Cephalosha. Hits the front of the rim and out. Now, here's Mbamute. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for... The Brooklyn Nets coming into the building and looking sharp, and they hope to be...
Well, the ceremony...
Thank you, D.A. So the Nets starting 5. Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Irving. Then there's Caris LeVert. And it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard. And for the Hawks, Young and Herter make up the back. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the 5.
Nice look from Kevin. Intelligent and unselfish.
And Kevin Herter, a young player and a big part of this team's future. He keeps trying to add to his game.
And the area I love that he's improved, I think the most and needs to, is his ball handling. Doesn't have to only look for shots outside. He can attack the rim. He's also is more willing to take the lead in transition and create for others.
Now, here is Young. That one good for 2.
That's next level vision. Young could probably lead the league in assists if that were his goal.
Irving passes to Dinwiddie. Now, here's LeVert. The Nets working the ball around now. Just 5 to shoot. Irving passes to Allen. Shoots over Capella, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big man up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor, will likely be the victor.
Young taking his time here. Pass to Capella. Young outside. A floater, and he lays it up and in.
Ooh, that teardrop, one of Trae Young's signature shots. He could teach a course on it.
Pass to Dinwiddie. Outside for Durant. To the middle. Here's Allen. Pass to KD. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. For Atlanta, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Out to the right wing. The pass to Herter. The feed to Capella. Rebounded by the Nets.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
Durant, no good. Now Young. Feeds to Capella. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Capella's got 6.
They have really found a rhythm here early. 4 for 5 to start this game.
Irving finds LeVert. Outside Irving. Dinwiddie outside. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Collins. Here's Herter. And Durant sends it back.
You forget, Durant has the reach of a center. He can provide rim protection.
Allen trying to break free. Durant, that's good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now here's Capella. He's got 6. The kick out to Young. Back to Capella. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. He's got 8.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Irving passes to Dinwiddie. Irving against Young. Irving dishes to Allen. And here's LeVert. No points in the game yet for him. We've got 1:13 left in the first. Down low. Shot by Collins, no good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Outside Durant to the paint. Here's Allen. And the rejection by Collins.
Excellent feel and timing. Collins does a good job of protecting the rim.
Over to the left wing. Herter passes to Hunter. Shot clock at 5. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. From deep, Collins. Here's Capella. Young outside. To the inside, Collins. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got his 4th assist in this one. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Out to KD. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
He covers so much ground with every stride. Hard to get into position against KD.
Both teams will make substitutions. And KD drops them both.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Clint Capella has been leading the charge for the... And earlier we spoke with Kevin Durant about surviving the grind.
How can we be the best version of ourselves?
Well, Durant may not be the in-your-face type of player, Greg, but he gets the message across for sure.
He's not going to yell at you. He's going to show you how it's done and expect that you're as committed to winning as he is.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And for the Hawks, guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Setting the floor for the Nets. Inside, we got Prince and Jordan. Then it's Joe Harris, and it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard.
Well, you know, he was once the future of the Hawks guard spot. But now Jeff Teague has returned to the team as a backup to the new face of the franchise.
You know, GA, Jeff Teague's going to be comfortable with any role he's given. Right now, running the second unit might be the best use of his skill set at this stage. But what I like, you can play the two together, him and Trae Young, and take ball handling duties away from Trae and let him spot up and shoot it.
Now here's Teague after Taurean Prince's miss. And there's the whistle, 3-second violation. The Hawks making a switch here. Fernando's checked in. Nets trail by 6. Here's Dinwiddie. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And Jones sends it back. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. T kicks to Bembry. And there's another turnover by Atlanta. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. He feeds it to Jordan. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Jordan's got the first basket of the second quarter for Brooklyn. T kicks to Reddish. Passes it to Fernando. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Fortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of them.
Yes.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, thanks very much, Kevin. Clint Capella is a 7-footer in track shoes. He said, I always try to have that pace. Whenever I sprint, I have an impact on the offense. I try to focus on that and keep my energy up. Guys, guards love big men who run the floor as hard as Capella. Back to you.
He is indeed, David, very athletic. Thanks. Here's Luwawu. Bembry with the rebound. The Hawks leading by 6. Jones, the pass to Bembry. Back to Jones. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Teague against Dinwiddie. Pass to Luwawu. Prince outside. 6 to shoot. It's stolen by Jones. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. 1:49 left in the first half. Teague finds Jones. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And he banks in the layup. And now it's a 10-point Hawks lead.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Harris outside. Prince outside. Harris trying to get free. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Coming into the league, Prince really had to work on his ball handling. Now he's able to use it to draw fouls.
And that one falls for Prince. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Jared Allen's checked in for Jordan. Kevin Durant comes in for Joe Harris. LeVert's checked in for Luwawu Cabarro. And Irving subbed in for Dinwiddie. Young pass to Dedmon. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Allen. 1:07 left in the first half of basketball. And stolen by Prince. Irving drives in. LeVert in the corner. Inside. And stolen by Dedmon. And now here comes Young leading the break. Here's Herter. And that one goes long. Nets trail by 8. Here's KD. Up again and staying with the play, Allen.
A superb offensive rebounder. Allen's long arms and feel for how to get positioning helps big time.
Now here is Young. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Durant deciding where to go with it. Outside Irving. Back to Durant. 5 to shoot. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Up in time. The shot, no good. And that concludes the first half. It's Atlanta up 6. It's time now to go courtside as well. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everyone. Clint Capella had it going on in the first quarter. He had 8 points and a star. And that's...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Clint Capella really making a difference here.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Why go away from something that's working? Force the defense to prove that they can stop it.
Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Clint Capella is out there with Jones, and it's Young in at the point. That's the group starting the second half for Lloyd Pierce. Here's Herter. Dinwiddie covering. Herter passes to Young. Down low. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. To the middle. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Kevin Durant.
Last season, Damian Jones getting ample chances to show what he could do. Not a huge quantity guy, but boy, he made the most of his touches.
You know, Damian Jones, he makes about 2/3 of his shots for his career. He knows what it's about, and that's finishing at the rim. A bit of an old school center in that regard. He lives at the rim on both ends. Putting a little creativity into it. Durant usually making it look easy, but not here.
Here's Young. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Young's got his second basket.
When you have space like he did there, you never go with the fadeaway jumper. He has to attack the rim next time.
Allen fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
The Nets have been excellent at the free throw line here today, a flawless 6 for 6.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
Young dishes to Jones. The kick out to Young. Back to Jones. Inside. It's tipped. Clock at 6. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
going hard to the rim. That's what you like to see from Herter, not just hanging out at the three-point line.
And Katie, here we go. Here's Allen. The kick out to Irving. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Irving. Another shot, and Jones sends it back. Fast break, the Hawks. Young's shot is off. Nets trail by 5. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Since the Nets acquired Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, the franchise has gone from being an up-and-comer to a potential powerhouse in the East. That's necessitated changes on the bench and on the court, as the Nets have added some new veterans. The time is now for Brooklyn to stand up and make its move in the East. Kevin, back to you.
Now we'll see how they do. David, thank you. To the inside. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Here's Bembry. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And good that time. And the Hawks lead by 7. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, were so Gary Payton. I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and had known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
It's good. Allen's got 9.
You really got to hit Allen if you want to stop him. Just so long and strong from there.
The pass to Reddish. Here's Fernando. Reddish with the ball. Harris on the double team. And stolen by Jordan. Harris against Capella. Passes to Irving. And here is Allen. Fernando pulls it in.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
That one goes in.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Irving passes to Luau. Back to Irving. And he uses the glass on the layup. He has 6.
Defensively, someone has to stay with Kyrie on the pick and roll. He's too good of a scorer.
Teague, the pass to Reddish. Pass to Fernando. Here's Bembry. The kick out to Teague. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And stolen by Harris. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Lobbed up there for Allen. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
When you have an elite wingspan like Jared Allen, you make those alley-oops look easy.
Teague, the pass to Capella. He gets it in there.
And some kind of switch must have been flipped at halftime because both teams are getting after it.
I would have loved to hear the coach's speech because they really took heed to it. Like you said, both teams.
The third quarter comes to a close. Hawks lead by 5. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Atlanta. 3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. They've led by as much as 10. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Dinwiddie runs the point with LeVert flanking him. Prince and Durant are at the 3 and the 4. And it's Jordan in at the 5 down low. Fast break, the Hawks. Young way outside. Bangs home the trifecta. Young's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Hawks. Nets trail by 8. Durant, the pass to Jordan. Collins against Durant. And a missed layup. So it's the Hawks now. There's the dish to Hunter. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Herter passes to Dedmon. Brooklyn with the rebound. Looking to get back on track here. And the shot goes in.
It's a pick your poison situation with KD. You can't give him space, but he's got the handle to go right by you.
Young outside. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Jordan's got 4 rebounds in this game. KD tries in, and KD throws it down.
The long strides of Durant gliding through the lane. Throw it down, big fella.
Collins in the post. KD's on him. Collins passes to Dedmon. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
That's something you cannot have defensively. Allowing Dedmon to power through contact for the potential and one.
Irving's checked in for Brooklyn. The free throw drops for Dedmon.
Well, John Collins has the potential to be a star for this team. Continues to be a powerhouse on the offensive end. He can attack from inside as well as outside.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. And there's the call on Durant. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Collins. Down low. Here's Young. Tries again. And it's in off the backboard. Young's got 5 points now this quarter.
Certain guys, points just come their way. But Trey is also about effort.
Here's KD. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
And Collins said so himself. He believes he'll be a max contract player when he hits free agency.
You know what, GA? I love the confidence from him. And you look year to year, his numbers are improving at an unbelievable rate. He just might get that max contract.
Shots good from Young.
When you have a slick ball handler like Trey Young, you can run pick and roll as much as you like.
Pass to Durant. Outside Irving. Back to Durant. That one doesn't go. And Atlanta will come the other way. Here's Herter. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And it's a 9-point Atlanta lead.
I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there.
Irving kicks to Dinwiddie. And stolen by Hunter. Young left side. In Atlanta again with the bucket.
He sees the whole floor, and he's making some quick decisions. Trey Young gets what he wants from the mid-range.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. And stolen by Hunter. Stolen by LeVert. Prince, the pass to Irving. Collins grabs the miss. The Hawks leading by 11.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Hawks.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Trey Young.
You love to see this kind of leadership. Directing traffic, keeping everyone happy. He was the straw that stirred the drink.
To the wing on the left. Young finds Collins. Young outside. The pass to Hunter. The kick out to Young. 5 on the clock. Pass to Hunter. Here's the 3. Rebounded by the Nets. This one just all but in the books.
Yeah, too many points, not enough time.
It's LeVert on the wing. Back to Prince. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Smart play by Prince. Attack the interior of this defense. Force them to close off the lane.
And so it's Atlanta with the W. Some good competition, but the hometown. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up. The commute in full swing as we... Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Caris LeVert. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2-guard spot. And for the Warriors, Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Draymond Green is out there with Andrew Wiggins. And it's Chris in at the center. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is up and in.
And how about the timing on the backboards there from Chris? Has the size and quickness to be a problem.
To the inside, here's Allen. Andrew Wiggins pulls it in.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
He was all alone on that one.
Yeah, Curry is so impressive. His peripheral vision is what makes him unique, in addition to his ball handling skills. He does a nice job setting up his teammates and knows how to get them the ball when they're open.
Now here's Allen. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
And looking at Curry's stats, one thing that jumps out, and it may be a little surprising, for the last 3 seasons, he's averaged over 5 rebounds a game.
Wiggins finds Curry. To the paint. It's stolen by Allen. Here's LeVert. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, I love Levert's demeanor. Even under pressure, this guy stays calm and just does his job.
The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And those rebounding numbers, GA, just speak to Curry's overall impact.
And when you look at Steph's size and the amount of time he spends on the perimeter, there's no way he should be cleaning the glass like that. But you can't teach heart and you can't teach instinct, and he has both.
Green against Durant, and the pass to Chris. To the middle, they double-team Curry. Chris pass to Green, and it's sent back by Allen.
It's really hard to shoot over Allen, which is probably why you shouldn't try to do it. Well, I like this young man, Jared Allen. He's still working to find consistency in his offensive game. He's a really good leaper and finishes at the rim, protects the rim. But his strength right now, which will always be his strength, I think, is his defense. He's outstanding at that end of the floor.
And Clark, with Allen, he's still young, and the comfort on offense has yet to really find him.
Yeah, and you know what? I think he's really scratching the surface there, Greg. I mean, this kid is only played 1 year in college. He's shown you that he can defend at a high level, and he looks like he's a worker, so I think his offensive game will ultimately catch up with his defense.
Here's Irving, following the basket by Stephen Curry. Just 5 to shoot. And there's the whistle, 3-second violation. So for the Nets, Jordan, he's checked in for Allen. Taurean Prince comes in for Caris LeVert, and Harris subbed in for Kyrie Irving. How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Oh, what a finish!
My goodness. Now this is impressive. Durant showing you all of that creativity with that one.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Dinwiddie with the steal. Oh, and here comes Kevin Durant all alone.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Curry on the wing. Dinwiddie covering. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Pascal, and it's blocked by Jordan.
Hey, get that weak stuff out of here. Take it home. Jordan is fantastic at rejecting those kinds of shots.
Luwawu Cabarrot, he's checked in for the Nets. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Smailagic passes to Toscano. Wiggins outside. Pass to Smailagic. It's stolen by Harris. Passes it to Luwawu. No good on that one.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Wiggins passes to Smailagic. Wiggins drives in. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Boy, Andrew Wiggins, the former first overall pick, showing off his passing skills there.
Prince kicks to Luwawu Cabarrot. The Nets working the ball around now. Kicks it out to Prince. Here's Luwawu, defended by Pascal. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance buckets. They can make a big difference.
Poole, the pass to Toscano. A rebound by the Nets.
You know, he looked uncomfortable there, making plays at the rim, not his strength.
And it's Prince penetrating. Luwawu Cabarrot kicks to Prince. The feed now to Jordan. Good if it goes. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. It's a tie game in San Francisco. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And for anyone who thinks this game isn't about hard work,
Can't tell you how many shots I've taken.
and as we know, Greg, Steph comes from a family of great shooters. It's in the blood.
But as you said, it's about the work. NBA players have had tons of kids. Most don't make it in this league. Steph is on his way to being one of the best to ever grace the hardwood.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
So for Brooklyn now, Luwawu is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Taurean Prince. Then there's Harris. And it's Allen in at the 5, down low. Pass to Allen. The pass to Luwawu. Outside Irving. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Rebounded by Smailagic. The Warriors trailing.
And Jared Allen, the big man out of Texas, a big part of his impact is how well he moves as a center. Very long and covers a ton of ground on both ends.
Out to Thompson. Goes back up. Allen with the rebound. And so Allen will bring it up for the Nets. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Goes back up. And that's 2 points on the layup. Allen's got the lead up to 4 now for Brooklyn.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
And now Irving pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Count that bucket. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Brooklyn.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
Yeah, but they've also protected the paint extremely well. You see that in their block shot totals, but also they've altered a lot of shots.
Kevin Durant, he's checked in for the Nets. Caris LeVert comes in for Luwawu Cabarro. Back to Chris. It's stolen by Allen. And now here's Durant, the fast break opportunity.
Allen with quick feet and showing you quick hands there. That allowed him to come up with that pilfer.
Inside to halt the run. Pass to Looney. Down low. Stolen by Allen. And here again, the Nets in transition. Up the court they go. Up top, Durant. Kicks it out to Allen. The shot, no good. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
And the agility from Thompson making an impact, he really just takes off for the dunk.
And KD throws it down.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points.
A lot of bounceability there, guys. I mean, well above the rim. That's what makes him dangerous.
Outside Durant. Irving kicks to Durant. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists in the game.
Looking strong to the finish when Durant locks in on scoring. Nobody's stopping it.
Looney passes to Chris. And Chris throws it down.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Irving looking over the floor. Harris finds Irving. To the inside, Allen. And the layup's good off the glass. 8 points for Jared Allen.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Curry passes to Thompson. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Inside. The kick out to Irving. Back to Allen. Up and in on the layup. Allen's got the lead back up to 9 now for the Nets.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Yeah, just a nice little move through the contact there. Curry with the fantastic body control.
Passes to Allen. He feeds it to Harris. Irving passes to Allen. The kick out to Irving. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Irving's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, the team does a nice job supporting what Kyrie Irving does. I mean, they've got total trust in his ability, so I think they work a lot harder to set him up.
And so it's...
Thanks a lot, Katie. It looks like you guys were able to build as the half went along.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They never put themselves in too much danger. And that's a wrap.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Our second half of basketball and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Wiggins is out there with Green, and it's Chris in at the center position. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Allen.
When he keeps his emotions in check, Green is a fantastic leader on the court. He can run a little hot, but there's no doubting his drive, his willingness to do whatever it takes to win.
Back to Dinwiddie. Here's KD. It's good for the 7th time this game. He has shot 7. He has made 7.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Pass to Curry. And here's Chris. And Chris throws it down.
And once Chris gets the position he wants, he is throwing it down with a vengeance.
Irving dishes to Jordan. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. LeVert the pass to Jordan, and stolen by Chris, and stolen by Jordan. And here we go, the fast break with Dinwiddie, and he gets the bucket. Dinwiddie's got the lead up to 11 now for the Nets.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
In transition, here come the Nets. Jordan kicks to Durant. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Jordan's got 3 assists now in this one. Green finds Chris. Some nice passing by Golden State here. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Lays it in off the breakaway. Irving's got 7 points in the game.
3 straight baskets in transition now. They'll want to end that trend in a hurry.
Green, the pass to Chris. Outside Curry. Back to Chris. And it's blocked by Jordan. And here again, the Nets in transition. Up the court they go. And then Durant with the dunk.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Young, rangy big man. Chris possesses a nice skill set, and I think the potential to be a terrific player in our league.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And so it's Brooklyn with it. Dinwiddie outside. Jordan the pass to Dinwiddie. Pops it up for Jordan. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Yeah, you got to respect the athletic reach of Jordan now. Throw it up, and he will bash in the alley-oop.
Over to the wing. There's a minute 47 left to play in the third. Here's Toscano. 4 on the clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Offensive rebound. Here's Chris. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots at the game right here.
And at the line last year, he was good on about 77% of his attempts.
And guys, if a game was coming down to the wire and an opponent needed to foul, I mean, he was the guy they wanted with the ball in his hands. I mean, shooting the free throws because of his proficiency there.
And the Warriors making a change here. Pascal's checked in. And it's Harris off the drive. Left side, Jordan. Allen trying to break free. And there's Jordan. That's good on the assist by Harris. Jordan's got 4 points this quarter. Warriors trail by 17. To the paint. Here's Chris. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Brooklyn.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Looney's checked in for the Warriors.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Now here's Jordan. Prince finds Allen. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. The shot by Looney, no good. Brooklyn leading by 20. And yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays.
Boy, you know, you look at the raw athleticism of Allen, very enticing. I mean, he's a quick-footed, shot-blocking big guy. He's got a great future in this league, in my opinion.
Curry against Dinwiddie. Harris outside. Dishes to Allen. Back to Harris, and so it's Brooklyn with a 21-point lead to end the quarter, and they've created. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Setting the floor for the Nets. Dinwiddie runs the point with LeVert flanking him. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Jarrett Allen. And it's Prince in at the 3. Got a piece of it. Dinwiddie with the steal. Curry brings the double. Prince the pass to Jordan. LeVert in the corner. Prince outside. Clock at 6. Allen passes to Jordan. Curry with the steal. And it's the Warriors on the break. Count the basket. Wiggins has got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Warriors.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
And Jordan slams it home.
Boy, DeAndre Jordan still able to throw down these fantastic dunks. And he loves when he gets a chance to do so.
Back to Green. Lays it up and banks it in.
If you allow him to get that close, you deserve to get scored on.
And it's Dinwiddie with the ball. Bringing it up now for Brooklyn. The pass to LeVert. To the middle. Deflects the pass. And Jordan gets it to go. Jordan's got 4 points in the quarter. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
and now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Curry finds Green. Golden State moving the ball around. Here's Toscano. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to LeVert. Dinwiddie outside. Prince dishes to Jordan. It's LeVert on the wing. Kicks it to Allen. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Passes it to Wiggins. Haskell with the ball. Back to Wiggins from 12 feet out. And he hits the jump shot.
Hey, it's a simple game. Just take what the defense allows. Wiggins reads it, smooth with the mid-range stroke. Knock it down.
Inside. Here's Allen. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And it goes on Draymond Green.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
So both teams making some changes here. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
Left side, KD. Irving finds Dinwiddie. And Curry pulls it down. Warriors trail by 20.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Nets.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Kevin Durant.
Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Down low. Bowman's shot is good.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Jordan the pass to Crawford. Back to Jordan. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Nets lead by 20.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
Mulder, and it's blocked by Jordan. And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
Stolen. Here's Lee outside. Drains it from beyond the arc. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interest. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thank you.
Oh, that's a great story. David, thank you. Here's the starting group for Houston. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. E.J. Tucker is out there with Robert Covington, and it's House in at the 3 slot. And for Brooklyn, Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Irving. Then there's Caris LeVert. And it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard. Tucker can't get it to go.
And Doris, last season for Kyrie Irving, really one of waiting. No Durant on the year to play off of, and then Kyrie's season with the Nets was cut short due to injury.
Well, second surgery for Irving in the last 3 years. You obviously hope he and KD can stay healthy and try to revitalize this Nets organization. Irving is so excited about being on the court. The NBA misses him when he's not playing. Let's hope he stays healthy.
Back to Dinwiddie. Stolen by Westbrook. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Maybe the best ever at earning free throws. I mean, Harden has mastered the art of contact and still being able to get off the shot. And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back three, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot, and paired with his dribble drive, a two-move torture chamber.
Now here's Harden, following the shot by Kevin Durant, and the dunk by Covington.
Well, you have to love an authoritative finish, and Mr. Covington leaves no doubt.
Here's Irving. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention four-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
Here's Irving following the score by Houston, and he makes that one.
The cleverness, the fearlessness, Kyrie Irving outstanding at finding spots inside to capitalize from.
Westbrook, no good. Nets have gone 2-3 here to start out the game. Outside Durant. Now here's LeVert. He's guarded closely. Harden finds Westbrook. Here is House. LeVert defending. Here's Tucker. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
You know, we see this a lot from Tucker. Scores by overpowering the defender with his tremendous strength.
Wound up there for Allen. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Well, that's a highlight play from Mr. Jared Allen. Nice pass from his teammate.
Houston moving the ball around. In the corner. Harden. Pass to House. In the corner, it's Westbrook. Stolen by LeVert. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Here's Durant. Second chance shot. And he lays it up and in.
Well, with his combination of length and timing and athleticism, Kevin Durant is eating the glass right now.
The shot's good from Westbrook. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Jared Allen. Taurean Prince comes in for Caris LeVert. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Irving. And a change for the Rockets. Gordon's checked in. Westbrook dishes to Harden. Pass to Westbrook. With the tip, it's good on the putback.
Oh, if you don't put a body on Tucker, he will find a way to burn you on the offensive glass.
It's Durant with the drive and finished off by KD.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Here's Westbrook. He kicks it to Tucker. In the corner, Harden. And the three off target. Nets leading by 4. Pass to Dinwiddie. Outside, KD. Stolen by Tucker. And there's the pass to Gordon. Back to Tucker. Passes it to Covington. He's looking for Prince and finds him. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
With his length and his size, how easy does KD make that dunk look?
Here's Harden and the jam by Harden.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. Prince, right side. Pass to Dinwiddie. To the paint. Outside Durant. 1 second left, and it's good on the way in. KD's got 10 points in the game. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We come back right. Naturally a ball-dominant player, James Harden talked to us about...
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal, of course.
Giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps him preserve some energy for those big moments in the big games.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. They've got Austin Rivers. Jamari Carroll is out there with Gordon. Then it's McLemore, and it's Green in at the 5. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, "I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it." Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report. It's Carroll on the wing. To the inside. Kicks it out to Gordon.
Come get it.
It's Rivers on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Green. The rebound by Prince. And it's Eric Gordon with the foul. That's his first foul. Some changes for Brooklyn. Jared Allen's checked in for Prince. Karis LeVert comes in for Harris. And Irving subbed in for Dinwiddie. And a switch here also for Houston. Daniel House is checked in for Gordon. Lobbed up there for Allen. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Well, Kyrie Irving, if you're open, he will find you. This guy is a scorer, but he understands others have got to come along with him.
Rivers passes to Green.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Rockets have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
He misses the free throw. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back 3, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
Man, I love that list. You're right on.
Well, you like to see Jared Allen play to his strength. Just terrific at cashing in on the interior.
The shot by House is no good.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
The Nets making a switch here. Durant's checked in. Nets leading by 11. On the wing, Irving. He's guarded by Rivers. Allen, that's good.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Here's Irving. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. Irving's got 6 points.
Oh,
Oh, great ball movement there.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Durant. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Harris is checked in for Luwawu Cabarro. Houston with a big group substitution here. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Green. Robert Covington comes in for Damari Carroll. James Harden, he's checked in for Danuel House. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Austin Rivers. 1:52 left in the second quarter. To stop the run. Not going to go that time. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. It's stolen by McLemore. Here's Harden. Kicks to Covington. Back to Harden. Outside Westbrook. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
I can't imagine the energy expended by Russell Westbrook. Always a threat to score, even when he's getting knocked around.
And after over a decade with the Thunder, last season, Russell Westbrook starting fresh with the Rockets, a superstar pairing with longtime friend James Harden. Some power coming from the PG.
Ah, that's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Irving finds KD. Rebounded by Covington.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that. But that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Superb at finishing through contact. Harden is just so elusive and creative on those strong drives.
On the wing, Harris. Nets passing it around. Durant with a wide open look. Here's Allen outside for Durant. Hands it from downtown. Durant's got 16 points.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Kicks it out to Harden. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. And there's the feed to Tucker. Westbrook against Irving to the paint. It's stolen by Allen. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. That's in, coming off the assist from KD. And the Nets lead by 17.
Boy, nice job by Joe Harris to sprint the floor and finish. That is beautiful.
And so it's Brooklyn out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. Kevin Durant was on fire in the first half. He had 16 points, 2 steals. That's all for now. Say goodbye.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter. Sliced right through them.
His penetration was a real problem for them. And then, of course, the monster finishes at the cup.
Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Caris LeVert. Then there's Irving. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. A shot by Harden, wide open. And a miss there on the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Stolen by Tucker. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. The Rockets last season traded Clint Capella for Robert Covington. The front office felt it was a move they had to make to go from good to great. And, of course, they certainly gave up size, but with Westbrook and Harden in the lineup, they needed more shooting, with open driving lanes to be at their best. And Covington provides that, along with great perimeter defense. Guys?
A team that's no stranger to bold moves. Thanks, David. Irving kicks to LeVert. Allen right side. Banked in off the glass. Allen's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
The 3 from Harden. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. Brooklyn making some changes. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Allen. Taurean Prince comes in for Kevin Durant. And Luwawu subbed in for LeVert. Houston with a big group substitution here. Green, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Damari Carroll comes in for Robert Covington. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Daniel House. And it's Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. Irving kicks to Dinwiddie. Back to Irving. And throw the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
Rockets trail by 19.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. 6 to shoot. Back to Harden. From deep three-point range. Rebounded by the Nets.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Harden on the wing. Beyond the arc. Carroll passes to Harden. Pass to Rivers. Gordon for three. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Brooklyn leading by 21. Prince kicks to Jordan. Pass to Luwawu. Back to Jordan. Great tee that time from Green.
Boy, he's at the cup, but that is tremendous defense. Prohibit the lay-in without fouling.
Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on, and you're right. I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers, and, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
The Nets have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. First free throw is good.
Well, how about the 2008 NBA draft? DeAndre Jordan becomes the 35th pick and becomes an all-star for the first time in 2017. Boy, really an example of what can happen when you put the work in.
1:46 left in the third. Carroll passes to Green, and Green slams it in.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
Irving kicks to Harris. On the wing, Irving. Defended by Gordon. Harris passes to Irving. Here's Jordan. Misses the layup.
Unbelievable. He blew that. Look, guys, no clue what went wrong there.
Here's Gordon. An easy 2 points on the layup.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Dinwiddie outside. For three, Harris. And again, it's the Nets missing. On the wing, Irving. Shot clock at 6. Dishes to Jordan. Irving kicks to Harris. They get it back. That one doesn't go. Rockets trail by 17. Here's Gordon. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Gordon's got his second bucket.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Prince finds Irving. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
The thing that maybe puts me in awe more than any other skill is the way Kyrie Irving can change gears. This guy has a variety of ways to attack and keep defenses off balance.
Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Irving's got 9.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And so it's Brooklyn with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. And so in the game for the Rockets. Gordon out there with Russell Westbrook. Then it's Robert Covington. Then it's P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the small forward. Harris finds Allen. Outside for KD. Launches it. Harris misses.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
Gordon, the pass to Covington. No good. Some solid defense from Harris. KD goes. Oh. What about that dunk?
That was special. My goodness. Boy, how about the finish by Kevin Durant? Just gets up with such ease.
Here's Westbrook. It's deflected. Here's Tucker. House kicks to Gordon. Lays it up off the glass.
How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Covington against Irving. The pass to LeVert. Feeds it to Durant. Gordon inside. Houston moving it around. Pass to House. Up top, Covington. Guarded by Harris. House dishes to Gordon. For 3, Westbrook. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Durant, the pass to Irving. And Covington sends it back.
So disruptive at the defensive end. Look in the box score, and Covington will be the source of blocks and steals consistently. I'll tell you, he has looked just a step slow all game, but his teammates, boy, have they come through.
He kicks it to Westbrook. Wide open. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break. Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And the shot is good.
If you leave someone open around Russell Westbrook, he knows it's his responsibility to find the open guy.
Irving against Westbrook. Here's Allen. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Irving passes to LeVert. And Harris wide open. He shoots. It's good from long range. And the Nets lead by 19.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point. Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end, but right now, the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
Harris looking it over. Irving dishes to Harris. The shot, no good. The Rockets go the other way with it.
and this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Nets.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Allen.
Boy, I think he made his presence felt in the paint more than anywhere else. This guy's rebounding numbers were outstanding. He controlled the glass. Well, this is the kind of pass that gets everyone excited. It's also how you build great team chemistry.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his first foul. Dinwiddie is checked in for the Nets. And a change for the Rockets. Harden's checked in. Outside Irving. It's Durant on the wing. On the wing, Irving. He's covered by Westbrook. 5 to shoot. Allen kicks to LeVert. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off his shot. 24-second violation. .23 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Rivers finds Bamute. And here is Cephalosha. Pass to Chandler. Back to Cephalosha. Now here's Rivers. Now McLemore. He feeds it to Mbamute. Launches a three. Can't get it to fall. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one.
the borough of Brooklyn. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on DA.
Hey, Kevin.
Thanks, DA. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Clint Capella is out there with Collins, and it's Young in at the point. And for Brooklyn, Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Karis LeVert. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 2. Here's Durant. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
On defense, your priority is to close out on Durant's outside shot, but then he has that tight handle. Simply drives right by you.
Young left side. Capella kicks to Young. Three-pointer. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple. And you just can't get tired of watching the way Young shoots the ball. I mean, what a fantastic release.
And it's just limitless in terms of the range. That's what makes it so impressive. He's a small guy, he's quick, and he's got great handles. But he can heave that up from just about anywhere. And when he gets hot, it's something to watch.
Here's Young, following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Hunter dishes to Capella. Now, here's Hunter. Back to Capella. Pass to Hunter, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And so Allen will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Irving kicks to Dinwiddie. Back to Irving. There's the pass to LeVert. In the corner, Irving with it. 6 on the shot clock. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Coach is yelling at the defense to at least get a hand up on Kyrie Irving.
Out left to the wing. Collins against Durant. Collins passes to Capella. He gets it in there.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Young in the corner. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Collins kicks to Hunter. Young right side. Passes it to Collins. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, a good start here. That's Trey for Trey, and that's Spanish for 3.
Pass to LeVert. Irving surveying the floor. To the middle. The shot missing. Good work defensively by Capella. Collins dishes to Hunter. Young against Durant. Inside. Up again. Young on the follow. Young's got 5.
When Young does this on the offensive glass, he can pile up big nights in the scoring column.
Irving finds Allen. 1:53 left in the first quarter. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this here at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Now, here is Irving. Durant kicks to Irving. Dinwiddie outside. Allen passes to KD. From deep. Atlanta with the rebound. There's 47 seconds left in the first. Outside Collins. Pass to Hunter. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And And a new group in for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Jared Allen. Taurean Prince comes in for Kevin Durant. Harris is checked in for Caris LeVert. And Luwawu subbed in for Kyrie Irving. It's stolen by Reddish. And here's the fast break. It's tipped. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Prince with the ball. Harris, good.
More and more signs of the skill set of Taurean Prince as he finds an open teammate.
Edmond passes to Bembry. Brooklyn trailing. Prince outside. Now the pass to Luwawu. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's the Nets up by 1. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Yeah, hopefully the opposition can recover, because that first quarter defensively was unbelievable, just crippling defense.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Setting the floor for the Nets. Inside, we got Prince and Jordan. Then there's Harris, and it's Luwawu in at the shooting guard position.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Brooklyn shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And he knocks down the first one.
Well, the adventure begins when DeAndre gets to the line, but I think he's wanting to work hard on his free throws, so it's not a substitution in the last 2 minutes of the game. He wants to get confident stepping up and knocking them down.
Bruno Fernando's checked in for the Hawks. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, thanks very much, Kevin. Clint Capella is a 7-footer in track shoes. He said, I always try to have that pace. Whenever I sprint, I have an impact on the offense. I try to focus on that and keep my energy up. Guys, guards love big men who run the floor as hard as Capella. Back to you.
He is indeed, David, very athletic. Thanks. Reddish the pass to Jones.
And that's one of those tough areas to feed the basketball at times.
Harris outside. Down low, here's Prince.
Taurean Prince has such a great motor, and the physical nature of his play, you got to appreciate that aggressiveness.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
How about up over the 80% mark from the line last year? So he's happy and also consistent there with those numbers.
And the Nets making a change here. Irving's checked in. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played.
Sometimes Reddish might defer too often, and maybe sometimes that's true, but also give him credit for being unselfish.
Well, many question the selection of Reddish in the draft. Pundits thought he had red flags. But, Greg, he developed nicely over his first season in the league.
You know, Reddish caught up to the speed of the NBA, found his shot, and started to play with confidence. Sometimes it takes a little time for young guys to adjust.
Well, the sheer size of DeAndre Jordan is such a big benefit. It makes him an effective finisher on the inside.
Reddish with the ball. Harris is there. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Irving passes to Jordan. Irving against T. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Jordan. Irving's got 6 points.
Now just all alone down there. Credit goes to DeAndre for finding him. That's a nice pass.
Reddish the pass to Fernando. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
And break kicks to Jones. To the paint, Fernando. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Taurean Prince. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become, and it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Now here's KD, the fast break opportunity. And it's good, 2 points. Durant's got the lead up to 3 now for the Nets.
But when you see KD run the court with the speed of a guard, hard to keep up with him once he gets out in the open floor.
Inside, here's Fernando. Young, great positioning on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Harris passes to Irving. Harris outside. Irving up top. 6 points for him. And the shot goes in.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Passes to Fernando. Back to Herter. And stolen by Harris. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. Lobbed up there for Durant. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Like the connection there. KD has his teammates looking out for him. An outstanding alley-oop that time.
Young pass to Fernando. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Fernando's got 8 points.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
And on the way from Irving for 3. And staying with the play, Allen. And the Nets lead by 5.
A superb offensive rebounder. Allen's long arms and feel for how to get positioning helps big time.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They didn't get more than a 1 possession. And that'll do it.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
And so in the game for the Hawks, Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the 5. Rome in the paint. Hunter, the pass to Herter. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Durant against Collins. Clock at 4. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Fades away. And it's Capella missing.
And that's really just not heads-up basketball. Don't try a fadeaway when nobody's guarding you.
His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot.
Outside Irving. Back to Durant. And then Durant with the jam.
Yeah, put some students in the classroom because that's exactly how you move the ball. Kyrie terrific at spotting the open man, and then you got to get it to him.
The Hawks trail by 7. Capella with it. He's picked up by Irving. Hunter kicks to Young. He feeds it to Capella. Pass to Hunter. To the left wing. It's Young on the wing. Another shot. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
How about that? John Collins with some footwork down low. That looked like it's been practiced in the offseason.
Some changes for Brooklyn. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Allen. Taurean Prince comes in for Kevin Durant. And Luwawu subbed in for Irving. Atlanta also making some changes here. Reddish, he's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. DeAndre Bembry comes in for Kevin Huerter. And it's Teague in for Trae Young. Here's Prince. And the layup falls. And the Nets lead by 7.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Pass to LeVert. Jordan kicks to LeVert. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. And now a 9-point Brooklyn lead.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Reddish dishes to Capella. Kicks it out to Collins. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Harris is checked in for Luwawu Cabarro. Then for the Hawks, Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Clint Capella. And Damian Jones subbed in for John Collins. The Hawks trail by 9. Reddish the pass to Dedmon. At the elbow, it's Reddish. Back to Dedmon. Jordan with some nice D.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
A nice shot by LeVert.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Brooklyn leading by 9. 1:44 left to play in the third. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
Atlanta making a switch here. Young's checked in. Harris on the double team. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And the Nets with possession here. For Brooklyn, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Makes it off the glass. Harris has got the lead up to 11 now for Brooklyn.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Young passes to Jones. Young outside. Back to Jones. The dish now to Young. Trying to find Jones. He gets it to him. And good that time. Jones has got 4 points this quarter.
Well, we know that Trae Young is a phenomenal passer, which is why you just can't leave him open like that.
Young against Dinwiddie. Jordan kicks to Dinwiddie. Pops it up for Jordan.
And DJ knows his role on the offensive end. It's pretty simple. An efficient shooter in the post and a great roller.
Reddish the pass to Jones. Now here's Reddish. And here is Dedmon. Jordan with the rebound. 29 seconds left to play here in the third. Harris passes to Jordan. Knocked loose. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young. Some changes for Brooklyn. Jared Allen's checked in for Taurean Prince. Kevin Durant comes in for Caris LeVert. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Dinwiddie. There's the pass to Irving. Clock at 6. Rebound by the Hawks.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Nets lead by 11. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Allen is out there with Jordan. Then there's Irving. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Durant in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
And how about Hunter getting up to flush it down?
Irving kicks to Jordan. KD on the wing. To the inside. Here's Allen. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season.
Oh,
I was
goodness.
Championship night, I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Well, I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, yeah. Got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, ouch.
Well, the decision making a little bit better there. Hunter looking more comfortable on these pick and roll sets.
It's tipped. Here's Allen. And he banks in the layup. And the Nets lead by 9.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Durant with the steal. And here we go with Allen running it up the court. And here they go. Count it. Good.
You really got to hit Allen if you want to stop him. Just so long and strong from there.
The Hawks trail by 11. Out to the right wing. Herter passes to Capella. Dedmon trying to break free. And it's Capella missing.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball.
Oh!
Yeah. That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Capella finds Young. Back to Capella. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Bones, with that Capella trade last year to the Hawks, a bit of a surprise to many, but the Hawks were able to land a young and talented center.
And maybe GA the perfect fit for how it is that their team is constructed around Trae Young. Capella's going to be that pick and roll option, can finish above the rim, and is a good defender to protect the guys on the defensive end. You got to stay in front of Kyrie Irving at all times. Yeah, I said it here from the sidelines. Try doing it out there on the floor.
Collins kicks to Young. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's Dinwiddie. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 6 assists in the game.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
Here's Capella. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Durant against Collins. Back to KD. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
First one falls for him.
It's pretty evident to see that Kevin Durant is driven to be a great player, but it's his love for the game. The passion he has for basketball is something that's just off the charts. I know he's anxious to have another great competitive year in the NBA.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Brooklyn.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, when everything started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Kyrie Irving.
So sharp on the passing tonight. You know, guys can get into a rhythm that way, too.
KD drives in. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Young passes to Collins. That shot off the mark. Good work defensively by KD. LeVert finds KD. Nets passing it around. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to Irving. Over Hunter. And he overshot that one, missing. To the wing on the left. It falls.
Yeah, that's a shoot-around shot as Hunter had plenty of space to knock it down.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Up next, the Warriors taking on the Nets. For the Golden State Warriors, the goal is to get better each and every time. Welcome, everyone, to the NBA. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Draymond Green is out there with Wiggins, and it's Chris in at the 5 down low. And for Brooklyn, Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Caris LeVert. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard position.
Textbook feed from Allen, a big man who helps facilitate the offense.
Curry against Irving. Outside, Green. Looking for Chris. He gets it there. Curry passes it to Chris. 5 on the clock. The pass to Thompson. Shoots over Dinwiddie. Thompson misses.
Oh, you expect him to make those. They've got to do more to get a hand in his face next time.
And finished off by KD.
I mean, stretch, arm strong. Durant doesn't even need to jump, it seems, to throw it down. His athleticism, his height, his length is just unreal.
Green finds Thompson. A three-pointer off the mark. And so Allen will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets.
And so invaluable to your offense to have somebody like Klay Thompson spacing the floor.
I've said it, and I'll keep saying it. The most underrated player in the league. Shooting 42% and beyond the arc for his career now. But what's amazing is in 8 full years, he's never shot below 40 from 3 in one single season. And he'll lock you down on D. Few players, if any, can claim that.
Thompson right side. Pass to Chris. Rebound, Brooklyn.
It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
And KD throws it down.
And when he's out in the open floor and has a head of steam, there really isn't any way you can slow him down.
Pass to Chris. He feeds it to Thompson. Chalk up 2 there.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Well, now that they have that monkey off their back, hopefully they can settle down and execute.
Clearly a foul.
The Nets shooting their first free throws of the game. That free throw good from Kyrie Irving.
So the former #1 overall pick. Tremendous success early in his career. Irving continues to find ways to improve. So his free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
Green kicks to Curry. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Chris pass to Thompson. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Brooklyn. Taurean Prince comes in for Kevin Durant. Eric Paschall, he's checked in for the Warriors. Irving looking over the floor. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. With some arc, and that one drops. Irving's got 6. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his specialty?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
And given his style, it feels like Curry could play as long as he wants.
Why not? The thing you never lose is your jump shot. Plus, Steph, he can beat you with instinct, awareness, rather than relying on his explosive athleticism. And if his team keeps their offensive style of play, oh, he can play for forever.
At the elbow, it's Harris. Shot clock at 6. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Harris. 9 points in the game so far.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Passes it to Curry. To the middle. They double him with Jordan. Toscano passes to Looney. Down low, here's Curry, and he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
For one of the greatest long-range shooters you'll ever see, Curry is just as savvy inside.
Irving dishes to Jordan. Back to Irving. Lobs it up for Jordan. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And they're on the break. Curry passes to Looney. Back to Curry. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And the Warriors making a change here. Smailagic is checked in. Nets leading by 10. Irving passes to Luau. Irving dishes to Jordan. Kicks to Prince. Back to Jordan. Outside Prince. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And it's Jordan with the jam.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. I mean, jumping out to an impressive early lead.
And there's the pass to Smailagic. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Inside, here's Poole. Got a hand on it. In transition, here come the Nets. Irving leading the charge. And the basket is good.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
To the inside, it's deflected. And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Well, just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for Brooklyn. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. So, Greg, as you know, we asked Steph Curry, a great self-motivator in his...
Oh, my wife, for sure. No, never.
Sounds like he's got a good team, both at home and right here in front of us.
Steph has already put up a Hall of Fame career, but you can tell he doesn't feel anywhere near being done.
And so far, through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And, guys, the Nets enjoying a nice lead here.
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Oh, yeah. Love the ball movement so far. Everything clicking at the offensive end.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Irving is out there with Luau. And it's Harris in at the 3, the small forward.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And such focus on these difficult finishes. Chris showing tremendous will fighting through the defense.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Karis LeVert comes in for Luau Cabarro. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Kyrie Irving. And the Warriors also making a change. Thompson's checked in. The drive by KD. Tries again. Allen kicks to Harris. There's the 3. Chris with the rebound.
Now, you don't see that very often. A wide open 3 is usually like a layup for him.
And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick and roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch and shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
And that one's good. Wiggins.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
To the paint. There's Allen. That's good on the assist by Dinwiddie. Allen's got the lead up to 14 now for the Nets. Chris pass to Smailagic. Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. To the middle. It's stolen by Allen. Here's KD. And then Durant with the dunk.
I'm not sure what you're supposed to do as a defender when Durant drives. I'm just glad I never have to deal with it.
It's stolen by Allen. Warriors trail by 16. Pass to Poole. Back to Wiggins. From 11 feet away. No good there. The Nets go the other way with it. Durant. That was a strong dunk.
That's how you go home. That's how you get your boys on the bench going crazy. What an incredible dunk by Durant, who never ceases to amaze me.
Green, the pass to Chris. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Durant dishes to Allen. Back to Durant. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
Warriors trail by 18. On the wing, Thompson. Down low. Some nice passing by Golden State here. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
Yeah, you got to be locked in at all times. Their inconsistent play is a big reason why they're losing.
Torian Prince, he's checked in for Joe Harris. The shot's good. Allen's got 4 this quarter.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Green, the pass to Wiggins. Top of the key, Looney. High post, Allen. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Outside for KD. 1:06 left to play here in the second quarter. Back to Allen. Thompson comes with the double team. Clock is at 3. Brooklyn now working with a new shot clock. It's stolen by Green. And it's the Warriors on the break. Back to Wiggins. Thompson outside. Shot clock at 5. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
Yeah, you got to be locked in at all times. Their inconsistent play is a big reason why they're losing.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Jared Allen. Luwawu Cabarrot comes in for Kevin Durant. And Irving subbed in for Caris LeVert.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
It's good.
Yeah, they've gotten into a nice flow this quarter.
Nets leading by 22. Now here's Irving. He's got 9. Here's Luwawu. Fires the 3. And so it's Brooklyn cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first half. Kevin Durant was on fire in the first half. He had 16 points and 1 rebound. And that
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter. Sliced right through them.
He did a great job of attacking the seams, getting to the rim, and then finishing strong.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Marquise Chris is out there with Draymond Green, and it's Wiggins in at the small forward. Here's Durant, and finished off by KD.
You want no part of that when Durant gets speed going at the rim. Stepping in the way is a fast track to ending up on a poster.
And we hear a player's attacking rehab. You know, Greg, by all accounts, Clay took it to another level.
He said he hadn't stopped working since the 3rd day after the NBA Finals. There was even some talk of him coming back toward the end of the year, but the Warriors quickly shut that down, knowing how much he means to this franchise.
Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
Irving passes to Durant. Wiggins with it, and Allen picks him up defensively. The shot by Thompson, no good.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Dinwiddie kicks to Durant. Pass to Irving. Back to KD. Outside Irving. Fires at the elbow. Allen passes to Irving. Back to Allen. Outside Irving. Over Wiggins. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Thompson.
Irving's pump fake is dangerous. Got to stay down on him. When you jump, he goes right into the defender.
So for the Nets, DeAndre Jordan comes in for Jared Allen. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Dinwiddie. Warriors have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Pascal with the ball. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Passes it to Smailagic. Back to Pascal. Here's Poole, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
Irving dishes to Jordan. Back to Irving. Durant with a wide-open look. Let's keep it alive. Irving kicks to KD. The Nets working the ball around now. Curry with the steal. Now the Warriors moving it up. And Poole gets it to go. Poole's got his second basket.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Harris passes to Jordan. Out to Harris. Now Durant. Outside Irving. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jordan. And there's Jordan putting it right back in. Jordan's got 6 points.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
The pass to Smailagic. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Pascal, the pass to Poole to the inside. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. Some changes for Brooklyn. Taurean Prince, he's checked in for Durant. And it's Luwawu Cabarrot in for Caris LeVert. And the Warriors making a change here. Irving dishes to Jordan. Prince outside. On the wing, Irving. 1:07 left here in the third quarter. Just 5 on the clock.
He's forcing things a little bit in this quarter, settling for shots that he'd be better off passing up.
Lee passes to Looney. Out to Lee. Back to Looney. That shot misses. Great D that time from Jordan. Inside. Out to Harris. Pass to Irving. Back to Harris. Haskell with the steal. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Tremendous feed from Loon. He's not thinking about himself. He's scanning the floor, looking to create for his teammates.
And a wide open look for Irving. No good from outside. It's Curry with the drive.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
This is where the NBA's headed. I mean, multi-dimensional big men. That was just a beautiful pass.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Torian Prince. Jordan is out there with Allen. Then there's Irving. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2-guard spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. In transition, here come the Nets. Dinwiddie with the ball. Prince finds Dinwiddie. Outside Irving. Pass to Jordan. Lets the 3 fly. Good on the triple. Irving's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for the Nets.
Wow, his first triple of the second half gives him 2 on the night. He's not making much of an impact from deep.
Thompson passes to Curry. Passes to Wiggins. That one goes. Count it.
And flashing some real toughness inside. Wiggins can finish plays that others simply can't.
Outside Irving. Takes a 3. Green with the rebound.
He's been off the mark, but somehow he hasn't held them back as a team.
Back to Wiggins. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces. But title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. And Irving launches it from deep. Again, Irving missing. Warriors shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Wiggins against Dinwiddie. And it's sent back by Allen.
And how about, and with that great length and awareness, Allen continues to build his reputation as a shot blocker. You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Green passes to Chris, and that one is good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
The pass to LeVert. Back to Dinwiddie. Durant with it. Now Green defending. Green against Durant. 6 to shoot. And it's good off the back rim and in. KD's got 21.
On the loose, Durant's been spectacular tonight, showing off the full arsenal.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Outside Irving. Pass to Allen. Back to Irving. There's the triple. Sinks the 3-pointer. Irving's got a pair of 3s here in the 4th quarter for the Nets.
Another area where Irving is lethal. I mean, sweet release on his 3-ball.
Outside Curry. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. 1:31 left in the 4th quarter. Durant dishes to Irving. Back to Durant. Pass to Irving. 5 to shoot. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Three-pointer, LeVert. That one, no good. The Warriors go the other way with it.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Brooklyn.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for KD.
He was the one dictating the pace tonight, playing up-tempo or slowing it down, but always scoring.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. And Golden State also making a change. Bowman's checked in. Passes it to Chris. No good on that one. Good D by Jordan. And so Crawford will bring it up for the Nets. Off the left rim and out.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Yeah, that's not his spot. Plain and simple. Just trying to force something is rarely a good idea.
Young, rangy big man. Chris possesses a nice skill set, and I think the potential to be a terrific player in our league.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. 20 seconds left in the game. Jordan, high post. Karuch passes to Jordan. Over Chris. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.